you can call me Poltrox now because my box of War of the Spark had 2 cards.
Ooh.
2 cards.
That's cool. You have foil one or just 2 regular cards?
Just 2 regular cards.
That's nice.
I mean, it's not as impressive as Poltrox's Dominaria that he got 2 cards out of his Precon.
Ooh.
Or, his Precon box.
Gotcha.
But yeah. Let's see here. Now I just got to change this up. We have newcomer Chris Mao taking on Danzy. And Danzy is on Boggles. And Chris Mao is on Brock. Okay. Wow, everybody's already losing lives. So it looks like Chris is down to 16, Danzy to 17. And we are underway. I guess it's a little late, but it's Thursday. That means it's time for Modern Thursday live from Titan Games, the Casbah of Peoria Gaming, where card floppers and dice chuckers play in harmony. I'm Evil Bob, your resident head in the box, and joining me in the booth this week is Master Billy Murphy. How you doing, Master Billy Murphy?
It's showtime.
It is showtime.
What kind of
How long have you been waiting to do that?
I think about it all the time. That was one of those movies I saw, and I think about it a lot.
Okay, before he was at 18, now he's at 16. The man, the myth, the legend, my War of the Spark was terrible. I had no cards. Oh! Why'd you buy an empty box? Dash, darn it.
It's the eBay. You got to read the description.
I bet you still got a good deal on it, though. Not as good as your, M19 boxes that you got for, what, 20 a pop from your secondhand liquidation store? Yeah.
Nice.
So I just came to say hi. Well, thanks for stopping by, Poltrox. I always love when you're here. Always. And we've got a Goyf that is a 3-4 on the board, and Danzy is still a 17. He's going to put down a Slippery Boggle. Now,
could you explain the mechanics of this deck to me?
sure, Slippery Boggle. This is the namesake of the card. The term Boggle is a small creature. It's kind of like bear.
I know Boggle from Shadowmoor.
Okay. But yeah, Slippery Boggle. It's a 1/1 for 1 with hexproof. And the goal of the Slippery Boggle deck is to just suit it up with as many cheap enchantments as possible. So right there, he has an Ethereal Armor. Whoops.
Well, I know like his deck had like Rancor and things like that.
No, just nails.
You'll get there. Yep, nailed it. Nailed it. Nope. I believe in you.
Ethereal Armor. For 1 mana, you get a 1/1 enchanted creatures +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. So not only can your opponents not target this guy, but now he's gone from 1/1 to a 2/2 with first strike. The next enchantment you drop on it, which it might be Spider Umbra.
That's me equal. Equal rights, baby.
Does that give him reach?
Spider Umbra gives it a +1/+1 and reach and totem.
Ooh.
And totem armor is very important because if the creature would be destroyed, say
Oh,
from
wow.
Wrath effect or anything like that,
Or,
the totem armor just gets destroyed. No, because that's a sacrifice.
That's
is
true.
Not a, that's
No,
not-
that's what I was going to ask. I didn't know the wording on Ileana.
Right,
though.
right, yeah. Liliana is target player sacrifice.
That's right.
But Liliana is the bane of any Boggle deck.
You're rightfully, yeah.
Because you don't play a lot of creatures. You play like 1, 2 on the board at the most, and then you just hope to not get a Lily. And then you have to kill the Lily before she dies.
It's a little bit easier.
But it looks like we got a Tireless Tracker, 2 Goyfs, which are 5/6s, and a Liliana of the Void. Liliana of the Void, as we said, or of the Veil, that's the one that's really mean because it makes you discard, which you usually don't want to lose any of your cards, period. Number 2 is target player sacrifices a creature. Now, the only real protection against that is to drop out a Leyline of Sanctity, so they can't target you with the hand destruction or the sacrifice effect. But aside from that, you really can't. Now, Danzy played out a
Dryer Hybrid.
which is gonna protect against Lily again, and also gives him a creature if he needs one. But looks like he's really hurting for for enchantments right now. He is down to 12, having to take those Goyf hits with extreme prejudice. Now, the Queen enchantment of the Boggle deck is the Daybreak Coronet.
Ooh.
For 2 mana, you already has to be enchanted. But that enchanted creature gets +3/+3 Vigilance, Trample, or Vigilance First Strike, and Lifelink. So if he were to play it right now, he would have himself a 5/5 Vigilant First Strike, Lifelinking, untargetable by your opponent's Boggle.
Yep.
And then for, you can play Spirit. Not Ether. It's a 2-drop enchantment that gives it +1/+1 first strike or +1/+1 protection from creatures.
Oof.
And what? Oh, he had to block. Block or die. Danzy's in a bad place. Cannot get there.
Bad
Rock
first game.
do as Rock does.
Bad beat.
And Chris picks up his first victory. All right.
So can I see your miniatures this week? I haven't had a
Oh,
chance.
sure. I got
what'd you
2
get?
packs. I got a new bear. So, or another bear, I should say. Got a Beholder Zombie.
Oh my.
It's pretty cool. When I first opened it, I was like, oh, I got the Death Tyrant. But yeah, I did not.
As you walk in the door, there's debris literally every freaking where.
Piercer, a fantastic miniature.
And he's a crow.
Seen him before.
I like Thugs. I got a Veteran.
Tiefling.
A Tiefling, yeah, but Battle Master or something like that.
Oh, and there you go. And a Burl Hag.
Yeah, she is a Dragon Proctologist.
I could see that.
I'm not having a good day. I got a negative 1.
Let's see.
I did remember to bring my the latest stuff I got from Reaper
Oh, yeah?
from their Kickstarter
right,
a while,
right, yeah.
while ago.
None of you see shit. It's very dark.
Your townsfolk and stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised because when it came to like the bones, not a lot of them need to be assembled, but I think they're moving to a harder ABS. I think ABS plastic.
Okay.
So like you know.
Oh, wow. Oh, those are thick.
Right? Yeah, and then this is the I don't have the wheels on it, but this is the hog that comes with a little cart.
Ah, the pumpkin cart! That's so cute.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Roll the sense also.
Oh,
We'll put that in
okay.
Because I got Adventures and Townsfolk, and a lot of these had to be put together. So these are the ones that came like already like didn't have or had minimal assembly, so they just can be.
Right. Ooh, these are neat.
I've seen
These
that.
are really neat.
So that's 2 for her.
Most of being stupid.
I like these a lot.
You
Ooh.
something over here.
Even has the curly mustache. Or no, those are glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby
Okay.
points it out to Leroy.
Oh, those are gonna be a nightmare to paint.
What's it look like? What is it?
Oh, he is way too happy.
Leroy.
Oh, there's that.
Wait. Why doesn't he have an Occidental, like, shaved head?
I don't know.
Aw.
He might be a
Fail Reaper.
might be a different kind of guy.
Fail Reaper.
Uh,
That is a straight up Occidental monk, but he doesn't have the. Oh, bar wench.
Metal with you.
I love bar wenches.
With a bunch of wires sticking out.
Got
Oh, she is not having a good day. That is a wench who has had her ass grabbed one too
There's
many
a-
times.
Oh, a belly
And then
dancer.
the belly dancer.
Roll one at a time instead of all of them at once. It might help.
Nice. Very nice. Good on you, Reaper.
Yeah, this one he has like a whip hand.
Oh, okay. I dig it.
Critical fail.
Here's a Townsfolk that's had enough.
Wait.
Danzy,
Logan, save us.
Boggles.
Oh, no, they're going again.
I'm so glad we're not in combat right now.
Okay.
A beggar.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
All right, Danzy's starting off strong with a Glade Cover Scout, and then he is able to. No, I don't want to check my phone, Damien. You can't make me.
It's just like he's part of the wall. I am not.
But why did Kirby point this out?
Oh
He's
my
like, what?
God.
Excuse me. What is this?
Jeeves.
Ah! I don't need more.
Lady of the Night.
Oh, la la.
I assume that's what that's going for.
For attack?
Alright, so Danzy to 17. Careful, you okay? So this Glade Cover Scout is suited up with
Oh my
a
God.
Spider Umbra and a Rancor.
Oof.
So that makes it a 4-2 trample reach. Who's being held off by, it looks like, a Bob? Yeah,
Yes.
looks like a dark
Yep, that's a Bob.
confidant. Yep.
Old Art Bob. I got a
Swinging in.
peasant with a hoe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
And Danzy gets in for 12.
So we'll do another.
These ones are a bit more simple, so I don't think I mean it's like outrageous. I don't remember what all the I got a whole bunch I got to assemble on these. But I got like a bunch of like a wizard with like a long beard and a
That's
staff.
not bad. That's not bad.
With four.
Okay. Ooh, got a Liliana, but okay. Needs a double black, I believe, to play her down.
Oh yeah, I did get a dragonkin
Okay.
that has like a ton of hand accessories.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that when I got that one.
Right. And we're going to collect a brutality and escalate once. And it looks like it's a drain and discard.
See, if I just kind of wants to wait for the other person.
What else we got here? We got Stubbs in the house. Playing Gruul Monsters.
Head over to the other building.
Yeah. The coolest thing they made in this.
And there's the Daybreak Coronet,
From there.
making it a 7/5 First Strike Vigilance Lifelinker. And Bob's going to absorb one of it, so he's going to take 7. Puts Chris to 6. And Danzy goes back up to 21. And we go to game number 2. Danzy rockets
Game
back with
two.
Boggles, doing as they do. Unfortunately, being on the draw does not help Boggles. Hopefully Danzy is able to pull out one of his ley lines to protect against the hand destruction
Well, that works.
and the Lilianas. Let's see here. Ricky Ruff.
The weed shatter.
That one creature for
No rhinos.
Weed shatter.
Rock. God bless him. He's going to make that land deck work. Genjutsu. Alexo. Going back to his roots and playing Merfolk.
Between exploring that other building or resting while you wait for the other party to arrive.
Because it's a deck that runs Aether Vial. Bryce.
I'm missing about half.
Let's see.
I got 6 out of 18.
Bryce.
It's a melee.
I'll figure out Bryce's last name here in a minute. But Bryce is on Wootrol.
Honey, yes, that is a critical failure.
Zach Zenko
There are malfunctions.
I'm gonna roll until
is back on Demir.
That's Rafi is a reaction.
Demir Standard, because it really is.
There are malfunctions.
Roll for the last value.
Tyler
That value is zero.
is playing Naya Lands.
And you just go, well. Or at least that's what it looks like.
Jacob is on Blue Moon. I do like Blue Moon. And Chris Mao is here. So that gives us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on hand unless another one snuck in, which possibly.
Yeah.
How long do you
And we got Chris. Be
How long
damned.
you want to rest?
All right.
3 hours?
Yeah, one of the coolest things they did in this last Kickstarter was they made Baba Yaga's hut.
Oh, neat. Little chicken hut.
Yep. It was one that I almost wanted, but there's not a lot of bigger stuff I've gotten from past Kickstarters. I've not ever had time
That's
to.
more like a cottage on,
Eh.
on some chicken legs. That's not a hut.
That's what it looked like in the first King's Quest, not King's Quest, Hero Quest game. A little cottage that popped up on chicken legs.
I'm winging it.
Oh, sorry, Quest for Glory. That's what it was called.
Quest for Glory.
Yep.
And an Inquisition's going to strip Danzy of a Daybreak Coronet.
Oh,
which
no.
is not very good.
No, bad.
Yeah, as well as zeros.
Save that before I lose it. Get to
I
the
waited to your, but yeah, you
Bryseco. Bryseco is his name. I knew I would remember it. All right. Armored up, Hyena Umbra, so it is now a 4.
What's Hyena Umbra do?
Hyena Umbra is 1/1 first strike and totem.
Nice. Okay.
Alright, and
Gotcha.
Of course,
Building.
the other guardian will have arrived. I don't have a figure for this, so this is bullshit.
Didn't mean to screenshot that. And Liliana came down and destroys it. Umbra doesn't help. Unfortunately for Chris, he has to tick up Lily before he can tick her down.
Whose hand is not packing it?
Duct tape.
Dang it!
Alright. So Chris has the Field of Ruin, and it looks like a overgrown tombs, gets the forest down. And that's a glade walker or ledge walker. It's a it's a 1/1 hexproof that can only be blocked by flyers and with reach.
Nice.
But it costs 2 mana, so it comes with its own built-in evasion, but it is 1 more mana to put down. So.
I have 2.
And Liliana the Last Hope. This is really turning out to be a niche so good situation for Mr. Dan.
And she's kind of wandering through, like,
Liliana the Last Hope. Target creature gets -2/-1, so. But it's up to, so he doesn't have to target his own. Let's see here. Danzy
Vanguard's name.
needs to kill Liliana of the Veil. Yep. Has to get her off the board, otherwise they're dead.
Yep.
So puts down the ethereal armor again, so it's a +1/+1 and bigger enchantments in first strike. So right now it's a 2/2.
He has a
and-
Goyf in hand.
The Vanguard's name.
And it looks like we've got land, sorcery, and planeswalker, so it would be a 3/4 Goyf.
Resurrections.
Yeah, we got ship. That's we're missing one more piece. We're just taking a break.
And there's the Goyf.
Search another building, see if we can get it.
Land, sorcery, planeswalker, instant, and enchantment, so it's a 5/6 Goyf. Oh, that's
Gonna
big.
try and get
Oof.
back working and try and get to the tower as soon as we can.
Oh, a 6.
I
Kind
have
of
a few parts.
Planeswalker, instant, sorcery, enchantment, land. Is there an artifact? Did I miss an artifact?
praise whatever Lord is.
Artifact,
Not putting it down. Thank the light.
artifact, tribal, and
I'll say that.
No.
Thank the light.
wow.
Okay.
Oh, creature.
I
So, planeswalker, instant, sorcery, land, enchantment, and creature makes it a 6.
Alright.
And it looks like Danji just pathed it, so it doesn't really matter what it
Nope.
was.
Get out of here, buddy. Get out of here.
I didn't name my dog, so that's like 4.
don't have to worry about it for right now.
Just don't break it.
Danny's holding out.
3. Plus 3.
Alright, so that's 1 done.
That's the exile.
Boosh.
That is.
And we're shooting at the Gonalandra, or not Gonalandra, the Ledge Walker.
That's a lot. So we'll say that counts as 2, so it's 2 more cards on.
Okay, cool.
And
Oof.
Danzy
That is a
having to tap that
place.
And that's the last piece.
and
The ship can probably fly.
destroy one of them. So Lily's only going to take 2.
Huzzah!
So that's a abrupt decay. 2 mana, destroy a permanent with CMC 3 or less. Can't be countered.
This tastes
Who wants to fly? I want to fly.
I got a creature. Dig dang.
He's,
I found the ship. It's mine.
I know, but he didn't fix it.
So put the top 2 cards in your library, then you may return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. So Cletus the Slackjawed Vampire is going to come down.
Luciana's
Oh,
over
no,
there,
okay.
like,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, well, at least the ledge person can't be blocked, I think, unless the vampire. No.
His protection from creatures does not have flying. So
Nope. So he can keep getting
Yeah,
through.
natural invade. No, not protection. Oh, rest in peace. There goes the graveyards.
Get out of your
So-
graveyards.
Goyf, forever a 0/1
okay, bye. We don't give a
for as long as that remains. But that also means that Kalidas,
Honestly,
Kalidas's ability is not going to come into effect because things are not dying anymore.
Nope.
Because there is no graveyard to go to. But he is still a 3/4 lifelinker that Dance is going to be holding at bay, and he attacks Liliana the Last Hope off the field, and goes attacking, gets in for 5 it sounds like. Dancy do 10, Chris 2, 20, 16, 9, 16, whatever. Oh, I don't know what that other creature is. But, okay, it's one with 2 creatures. Okay, now Dancy's got some blockers. But he needs more enchantments to make his boggle big.
Hoping for a good top deck.
Dancy's doing the math, seeing what he can get through. Gets in for 3?
Yeah.
No, 4.
Sorry.
Oh, 2 enchantments.
Yep.
So it's a 3, and then that's 4. Okay.
Fur on his shoulders.
And see what he drew.
White and orange.
So he's looking to
helmet
race.
with-
It does look like Chris has a man land that he can fire up. Yep.
And he's
And
like,
there's a hissing
"Welcome,
quagmire.
soldiers."
Welcome, Guardians.
Welcome, Guardians.
To the power. I'm like,
Sorry.
Zero charm.
Hissing Quagmire became a 2/2 black creature with Death Touch.
New blood in the ranks. What?
And my character's just like,
Would you be sure to come to Crucible to hone your skills?
So Danny's got to block something.
Wish I knew what that thing
Place where
was.
Guardians pit, where I pit Guardians against one another. 2 homers to, like I said, hone your skills.
Probably block Cletus.
I have no clue what you just said.
The other time, talk about I learned to save against peace and I don't like them.
Takes it all.
Is she okay?
Oh man.
I wonder if Dancy doesn't realize that Cletus's ability doesn't work with Rest in Peace out.
Leroy, no. She's
Oh, it's a fetch land. Danzy. Yeah. He does have a 3/3 first striker.
Mhm. So you can just hold out for another turn.
Where does it say
She's
that?
unpredictable and erratic. I forgot.
Oh my goodness. You actually went with that
That
background.
actually fits.
I would just sit, man.
Alright.
Keep blocking.
And
Yeah.
the Shadow's
honest-
just like, the
Don't
Vanguard
do
is
it.
like super sheep. Just the Vanguard.
We've been over this.
They're the mentors of each class. Why?
Just ignore her. We've been doing it all day.
Unreal. Why?
Ethereal.
Just ignore her. We've been
Gotta
doing it all day.
remember one of
Very
that one
well.
of these times.
It just continue does not say the word her the whole time.
Whammy. 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 I don't whammy.
I look at you.
Double whammy.
Just pass. Pass.
And I
You
follow
got
her
3
very
blockers.
closely.
Without
I was gonna
it,
say, just
nothing.
pass.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do, Dancy. Just
Just
pass.
pass. Just pass.
The doctors.
He's wondering if he should crack the fetch, but
That would be
She
great.
may not be ready for the Crucible one. What?
That
Just
honestly,
pass.
I don't think, I'm not sure.
Yes,
Ghost
okay.
has not said
He's got
anything.
this.
It could be a
passes
weird
over to
conversation.
Dan.
He just
Passes
needs
over
to-
to Chris.
I'm not
Chris
sure how well.
Yeah, her ghost has
plays a collective brutality, drains the last 2 life. Not a whole lot Danzy could have done
Nope.
in that situation,
Nope.
so it's unfortunate that he goes down in a blaze of glory. Welcome to the standings, Chris.
My ghost is.
Mao.
Why?
Yeah, he was
Chris
just
does what?
I understand.
Oh.
I speak Japanese.
Oh. And that's going to send Danzy 2 under 500 at 10 and 12 on the year thus far. All in all, a pretty good match. Not a full descriptor of what Boggles can do. The game 2 was a clinic on what Boggles is supposed to do, but game 1 and game 3, he just got enchantment starved and just no way to
There's
come back
a
from
lot
that.
of top decking off that, hoping for a good draw.
And unfortunately, he didn't have any additional land, so he needed the Horizon Canopy for mana, so he wasn't able to sacrifice it to draw a card.
Yeah.
Speaking of Horizon Canopy, it looks like we're getting the enemy color Horizon
Yes, all
Canopies
5
out
of them.
So it's finally another cycle, considering that we've only gotten the first one in completion in the Shadowmoor block with the Graven Cairns. Now we're getting Horizon Canopy, at least in the enemy colors. That's pretty exciting. I still think the Zendikar or Battle for Zendikar, either of the landfall sets was a missed opportunity to do the cycle of the River of Tears, but
Which ones was that?
that was the one that taps for blue landfall, it taps for black this turn.
Gotcha.
So it was pretty neat. I think it was pretty tame. River of Tears, taps to add blue, and then if you played a land this turn, add black.
And that's
to
the
your
only one of that. Really? Wow.
Yep, they did 5 in allied colors in Future Sight.
Okay.
Of all of these, River of Tears was the blue-black one. The Graven
Oh yeah.
Cairns-
Okay, so there's different mechanics. And I remember,
Yeah.
I remember that one.
the Graven Cairns was the filter land,
which became in Shadowmoor and Eventide.
And then the Horizon Canopy is the one that we're getting now, the one that's played.
Yeah,
in
and then
Boggles.
the red-green one was
the red-green
the
one
Grove of Burn
is
Willows.
the Grove of the Burn Willows.
Have we got those?
Nope.
Okay, so that's one we're missing still.
Yeah, Grove of the Burn Willows. It's just so powerful.
Oh, yeah.
That
It took a long time for it really to come around because
Right.
I always got tons of those for cheap over around the time
Right.
period. 'Cause
But what did it was it didn't get the Grove band, but it got the
Okay, so we'll give you
it got the red spell band. Grove got the deal 2 damage, and then if your opponent gains life, return it to your hand.
Oh. Yeah. I can see that.
It was this perpetual. I'm gonna ping you to death, and there's not really much you can do about it.
Gotcha.
And then the blue-white one was the
I remember that one having good art.
Nimbus Maze.
Yeah, there it is.
Taps for colorless, and then it adds white if you control an island, and adds blue if you control plains. So if you have the other color, it taps for both. So I mean, they were all fantastic. It always made me a little sad that we didn't get anything but the filter cycle, because
Which we got both allied and enemy colors.
we got the full cycle of 10 on those, and I can see where they're coming from on a lot of these, but I felt that the River of Tears ones were okay to do. I thought considering that they had already given white-green the card advantage out of the Horizon Canopy, that those would have been okay, because in the other colors there are better ways to get cards. And I thought the Nimbus Maze and the River of Tears were okay, because ultimately you have to fulfill criteria to get your mana.
And there's been plenty of sets since then with
Right.
kind of low tier like rare land cycle mechanics.
The Grove, I understand the Grove. Maybe if they gave your opponent 2 life, it would be different.
Yeah, one
but,
life isn't.
But 1 life is not a lot, especially since the decks that run Grove don't really care what your opponent's life is, because you're going to kill them so incredibly hard anyway that 1 or 2 life that you're going to give them is very incidental. But yeah, it's
Yeah, because the goal is you're going to get enough value out of it ahead of time, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, and the fact that because if I kill my opponent by 1, in the decks I'm running that land, I'm killing them by 30 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't really matter.
Gain 1 life. I'm gonna deal 5 to you this turn.
So I can understand not giving that to other colors.
Yeah.
But
They
like
got-
Nimbus
eventually-
Maze and the I'm glad we're getting Horizon Canopy. So far, it's only been spoiled that we're getting enemy colors. I don't know if we're getting allied colors with that as well, but
And when they do that, does that set also reprint Horizon Canopy?
they can't. It won't. They have already announced that there is no reprints from Modern in this set.
No, I meant like in future sets. That's what I mean. Like if, in
They
the
have.
future standard set when they
No,
do the.
no, because
Well, then when are they ever going to be able to have an opportunity unless they do another thing like this where they can make the allied colors?
well, see, that's just it. I don't think they would, but it would be awkward to not give all 9. Maybe that's why we're only getting. We only got allied of the Battlelands too. We never got enemy colors of those. So.
So maybe this is a case where we're only ever going to get enemy colors for this and not allied colors.
It very well may be.
Because I was going to say, this is an expensive card.
It is.
I can't imagine a standard set doing the allied colors and then also including this.
Right.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
could
they
happen.
could.
I mean,
It
it'd be
could
good.
happen,
It'd be
but-
good reprint equity. And you have to wonder if is it just expensive because there's like this is the only one, or if there's more out there, if it would bring it down.
Right. That is possible, but it was reprinted in Iconic Masters, but it really didn't.
It didn't affect its price
do
at
a
all.
whole lot.
No.
I mean, it brought it down a little bit, but it went right back up immediately.
Well, it may adjust now because there's more options for that
Right.
ability in the enemy color ones. Because before, when you have just this one card doing this ability, that you're seeking that, but now that you have 5 more options, which I know colors are going to dictate that. But.
I think the only ones that might see more play would be the ones that complement this one. So the green-black one and the white-black one would be well in like rockin' Abzan and all that goodness. I don't see so much the white-red one, although it might.
Well, I mean, it's
could
always
just be
great.
wrong on that.
Having that utility there is great.
Right.
If you're flooded or you need a
Right.
card draw, it's always good to have like that there to pay 1 draw a card.
And the white-red one might find a good home in like Boros Angels or just any solid Boros deck. Maybe even Burn because you just need that land.
Yeah.
Or that draw.
Yeah.
So yeah, the red-white one might see a lot of play. I think the black-green and the black-white one are going to go nicely in Abzan with the Horizon Canopy if it even runs it. If they would even run that, because again, there's just so much better ways to. Abzan usually isn't looking to draw cards as they are to just get cards.
That's fair.
So, I think the red-white one might have the best shot of being played because.
Well, they're all trending really high right now.
Because Boros Burn could very well benefit from that. I mean, you don't need that many. Just like Boggles. Once you have your 2 lands, you don't need much more than that, and just throw it all for an extra card. Yes, please. But that's my thoughts.
No, I think it's totally fair. I mean, obviously, as far as like the market right now, they think it. I mean, as far as like pre-orders, are already expecting them to be highly in demand. Like they're already like $35-$40 cards.
There's just a lot of cards out of the set that I want that I'm going to have to bite because I don't think I'm going to pull them. And if I do, fantastic. My luck, I won't. Because I'll have to buy a Sisay because I'll never pull a Sisay.
She's a mythic, right? I think she's a mythic.
Possibly.
That's what kills. Like I want also like I'm similar. Like I want an Urza just to have an Urza, but I don't know if it's gonna be those cards. I'm sure it's gonna be like $30-$40. I don't know if they have them on there yet.
They're usually good.
No.
They were usually good. Let's take a look here. Rare.
Oh, she's just rare. Okay, that's good. She'll probably be a bit cheaper
just
then.
Rare. Round 2 pairings. I need to tell who's up. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I think once we finish this nonsense in the tower, we'll call it.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish you guys leveling up and then delete Vanguard and call it there.
I'm trying to find a table for the console of activate points.
targets. All right, we're back and we're good. Huh. Okay. So we've got Jake G playing Blue Moon. I did say I like Blue Moon. Tyler. And Tyler is on
So
Naya.
I think if we wanted to bump our 3 up to a 4, it costs 2 points.
Sissy.
And then
Naya
bump
lands.
4 up to a 5.
This is gonna be an interesting match. I don't know how many basics Tyler's gonna be running. I mean, probably a lot. And then Jake is playing Blue Moon, which is a blue-red control deck that relies on Blood Moon to lock out your opponent.
Of
So,
course.
I do like Blood Moon, or I do like Blue Moon. Blue Moon is a very interesting deck, and I haven't I haven't seen it played in quite a while. And we are starting with a Seaman Vision, so he's going to draw a card, scry 2, and they're going to go top bottom.
Do you watch Open Boosters at all?
Nope.
I know. I figured that was the answer. I occasionally do. Like, I like seeing some of the older sets he
Right.
opens. He's been opening a box of beta for
Right.
several months now that he's been mapping along the way. And because he has like an uncut sheet he maps off of, and he knew. I think he pulled enough cards where he knew the box. Like at this point, this box is insane, Bob. He's
Right.
getting Jet, Emerald, Time Walk. He just pulled the Black Lotus out of it.
Nice.
Like he's getting like 7 out of the Power 9 from this one box.
Is that a quest? What quest is that?
But he's been pretty crazy. Like he just pulled the Black Lotus.
Does that look right? No. It's not. It's not
No,
that.
that's a Calderia Hellion.
That's Caldera Hellion?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm just, one of those few cards I can always like notice. I think it's Caldera. No, it's not Caldera Hellion. No, it's sorry. It's No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
It is most definitely not a
No,
Caldera
no, you're
Hellion.
right. I'm sorry.
I thought it was a quest. But I don't think there's a 2-drop red quest. Nope.
I know that artwork. That's why I was an idiot and said Caldera Hellion.
It almost looks like a leech.
Right. It's a Ruby Leech, clearly.
Ruby Leech.
Okay, that makes sense now. So,
If only the artwork ever truly matched.
okay,
Good old Invasion rare.
2/2 first strike for 2. That's awesome. That's almost up there with the Lymph Leech or Alabaster Leech.
So
Alabaster Leech is so good. You get a 1/3 for 1 that makes your all stuff cost 1. Hot diggity.
But he, since he pulled the Black Lotus, he still has. I think 'cause he went straight down the middle of the box, so I think he has like 22 packs or something that left in the box. He's like, do I send these and get them graded and to sell them for $5,000 each, or do I keep opening the box? And everyone on the course is on his comments like, open the box. Open, you know, you're already a third of the way through, probably the best box opening ever. That's also being videotaped. You might as well finish it.
yeah.
So,
I'll get my receipt.
Lightning Bolt.
Lightning Bolt.
Lightning Bolt.
But I did not want to.
Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. Or just
Oh, he killed the creature.
That creature.
Well, whatever it is, it's dead.
Get out of here. Don't play another one. We don't know what it is.
Okay, that makes
Ooh, got an Alabaster Leech.
I think that's how it works.
Ooh, a 1/3 for 1.
Don't quote me on it, but like honestly, that seems how it works. So yeah, I got.
You know what? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
And you find out his deck is like a homebrew.
Oh, it probably is.
And you're like, curses.
What is it? February of 2 years ago? Last year? I mean, it can't be that different, can it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plated Gillet.
Plated GOP.
There it is. That's why I recognize the artwork. I was like, I
1 to a 2.
There he is. 1/1 landfall gets
That's
+2/+2.
that's
not
a
bad at all.
reprinted version.
Yeah, that was
Probably shards. Or something.
Dudek, Venser versus Koth.
Oh no, it's landfall. That means it's from Zendikar.
Oh yeah.
That's why I recognize the artwork because I had like a couple boxes that I went through recently.
This is a new system, so I'm not entirely 100%.
All right, so Thing in the Pants has Jace the
Oh,
Derp Sculptor.
there he is.
You increased your resilience?
Whoop, whoop,
Yeah,
whoop, whoop.
tables around here.
Jace,
Oh man,
elephant in the room.
that makes me. Have you been following the Mythic Edition fiasco?
I'm part of the Mythic Dish.
Oh, are you
fiasco.
getting your uncut sheet?
Yeah, eventually.
You're actually gonna get one because like, I've been hearing like some people are and some people aren't because like they can't. It's been a mess, just an absolute nightmare.
I don't know why I want it.
Hmm?
Well, I don't know why I wouldn't be getting it.
Well, the professor did a video on this, like clarifying
Oh
all
yeah,
this
I
stuff.
understood that.
Yeah.
I went ahead and accepted the return.
Okay, so you actually got contacted about it?
Yeah.
Okay, because some people said that they did get they meet all the criteria,
Right.
but now they're not getting it. It's been like a whole like fiasco. It's
No,
insane.
I mean, I've already spent my $20 eBay gift certificate.
That was ridiculous too. It's like, oh, you get this, you have like a week and a half to use it. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool that you're getting an uncut sheet.
I mean, what sucks is I'm only getting that because I was part of the second group that got the overflood of available product. I was also in the group that put in, but the payment processing didn't happen. It was like, congratulations. It was like you won this item.
Yeah.
It's like, now pay for it. It's like, well, I don't know what you mean by that. That's really what happened. It's like, here's your card. Payment processing didn't happen. Go to payment information. I don't know what you mean by that. It's like,
It's so
so I
baffling.
got screwed because of their group, and then you got dumb people on eBay with like 9 of them just
Yep.
lined up. It's like, hey, selling them for $900 a pop. It's like, I hate you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know why it like everything bundled. It's eBay. Like, why is this like
Right.
sale bungled so badly?
Just be under the employee fee.
What I want to know is why Wizards thought that 12,000 boxes would be enough.
Well, they did. I mean, of the last Mythic Edition for Ravnica, they made way more than that, and it was just kind of a fiasco there too, where
Right.
they printed way more that couldn't meet demand, and now they go back to this, and it's
Well,
like
in the last ones, there wasn't anybody to fuel it. This one, they put Eugene and
I
James.
I understand
I was
that.
like, oh, but we're only gonna put 12,000.
Yep.
I don't understand how this like free market economy works.
Well, it's crazy. It's the idea. It's like, well, you gotta drive hype, but then by driving hype, you just create animosity for people because you really bungle the releases.
I love how Hasbro complains that Wizards isn't making enough money, but every time they have an opportunity for Wizards to print money, there's like, nah.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's so much Hasbro or Wizards just having some level of incompetence or not knowing what they need to do.
Well, they're both at fault.
Oh, I agree, because Hasbro's the parent company at the end of the day.
Your subsidiary is only responsible if your parent company allows them to be that incompetent. And if you have a subsidiary that's incompetent, it's like, maybe you should put somebody else to make some decisions. Now, I'm not advocating that Hasbro take full control. No, we'd never get anything. But
Well, they seem to do just fine with everything else.
You got 2 things we can choose from that rank too. You get either
no, because if Hasbro's did that, then we'd really start seeing like some goofy exclusive products. Is like this deck is only available at GameStops on the East Coast, and this deck is only available through Amazon. And this deck you can only buy
Yeah, but you know what
on
the difference is?
Tuesdays from YoGS.
Dude, when it comes to that, I actually can get them. That's the difference here. Like,
Right.
there's a Marvel Legends Magneto, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver 3-pack. Guess what? I can get that. They can print it right now. It's fine. I'm going to get it. At their
Right.
Hasbro Pulse site, they put up. I've been ordering everything through there because I can get my pre-orders in and they'll just mail it to me. I don't have to go to stores. I don't have to dick with it. Like as far as that product releasing and distributing, I can actually get the product I want, unlike Wizards, who apparently can't print enough to demand for anything, apparently. Or they print way too much and destroy the like market, so like no one gives a damn about the stuff.
And then on top of that, what I'm curious about is that we're getting a sheet, and that sheet's going to come rolled. So the people who want to cut it, they're not going to be able to cut it for like 5 years. They got to flatten it first.
Dude,
Otherwise,
I don't know why someone would want to cut that.
it's worth more cut.
No, it isn't.
It-
Uncut sheets are worth more as a uncut sheet.
yeah, if they were as rare as an uncut sheet.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be still worth about the
There's
$200.
yeah, it's only worth about $200. But if you cut it, this is a rare and mythic foil set from War of the Spark.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I'm on Goldfish now, so let's just see. What's the big one?
But it's not. You don't have the back of the cards. It's just it's gonna be white on the back. The uncut sheet doesn't have the stuff applied to the
I
back of
thought they
it.
had it on the back too.
It's a two-layer process. They print one sheet, they print the backs, and then meet them together. That's why there's the glue in between them to create the paper core.
I don't know.
You can see an uncut sheet. You can see Professor has it when he shows off in his video when he talks about it. It's
Right.
white on the back.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, that's how sheets work.
That's no, they're
Sheets they're not double sided. They get print. That you can take a card.
well, no, because
There's two halves to it.
I know
There's a
there are
back
two
half.
halves,
They get
but-
meet. What they do is they print the front and they print the back. They meet them and then they cut them.
It goes from
Right, but there are double-sided sheets out there. There's
It says
tons of
high,
them.
so it goes to 80.
Because Dan's had them cut, Scott's had them cut.
Really?
Yeah, they've gotten sheets. They're not artist
I
proof
think
sheets.
a lot of the newer ones don't have the backs printed on them.
If they don't have the backs, that's going to make people even more furious.
I'm pretty sure that's how most sheets are done now.
I'll let you know when I get it.
Please let me
I'll
know.
let you know
I
when
could
I
I
get
could be
it.
totally wrong. I thought they were white on the back.
It'll be about a month from now, but I'll let you, at the earliest. I think Jake won that game, so we're going to give him the victory.
And I could
Yeah,
be mistaken about the manufacturing process. I thought it was like again, even if that, then it's print on one side, then you print again on the other side, and then you cut.
He took this
And these are being pulled off before that part of the process happens.
Nah, I was pretty sure that they're. That,
I could be wrong. I fully admit I could be totally
Right.
wrong. I've just seen lots of uncut sheets of trading cards, like all sorts of stuff over the years, and I never saw one that had the back side also printed.
right.
Rank 2. Okay, know thine enemy. Use the study enemies and talk much about how they handle.
Of course, these are all the fronts.
Right.
Enemy race to specialize in. You gain +1 to all attacks towards that enemy race. In addition, you gain deeper understanding of the race's language,
Yeah.
culture, technology, history, and important figures.
Okay.
Advantage
That one has the backs on it.
or
Yeah,
identify
most of them are
enemies
going to come with backs.
through that race.
Well, I'm really curious then. Okay. You might be right. Okay.
Kinda like giant turtle dudes.
I wonder if there's anyone. I don't think anybody's gotten theirs yet already. So
No.
there's no way to.
No, it's too soon to see the actual ones of these. But yeah, with the uncut sheet, that's how you get like the absolutely terrible like miscuts. How you can miscut like a fiend.
Well, that's what I was saying. I thought like, sorry, the
it's
idea
fine.
that you print one side, print the other, then cut it. Obviously, so that's why you can get the miscuts. But I didn't. I thought these sheets are just gonna be the one-sided.
They better not be. Hey, that's another ball of wax that they're
Okay.
gonna screw up if they do. So,
Okay. Yeah, and there's also a sheet right here at the back. Okay, you're right. My mistake.
But yeah, Dan's already talking. He wants to miscut his piggy god. So where he has like half piggy god, half something around, like get like a quad cut. But yeah, it's like but yeah, piggy god. He wants to miscut. I don't know if I want to miscut. I think I'd kind of like to like.
You don't want to just frame it and have it hanging on the wall.
It's neat. I'd rather have the cards. And that's where I'm at on this. Is like instead of sending us a sheet, just send us a set.
No.
Send us a set.
Can't do that. That would hurt the
Could.
market.
Could.
Hey, of course they could. They could also print more boxes
They,
and just
they
give them to
could.
you.
They absolutely could. No, I got information about the class action suit like 3 hours after I came.
There's a class action suit now.
There is a class action suit. Oh, it jumped
Why?
up quick.
I mean, I figured there would be because some people weren't able to get their money back right away and were having to jump through hoops and stuff. I understand that, but I didn't hear also the class action suit.
well, the only hoop you need to jump through is cancel the order.
Well, no, some people were saying that they PayPal took the money was taken, but then like their order would just disappeared from eBay. Like there's no record of it, so they're having like a hard time getting their money back from PayPal. I mean, you're talking that much money. I mean,
Right.
to attack them.
which is great. I mean, that's what people said because I thought that's kind of crazy because PayPal takes returns like very seriously and will give you your money back pretty fast.
absolutely.
I think the problem though is there's probably such a volume, and PayPal it's a human person that has to approve those returns.
Right.
So it's probably that's what was causing delays.
So Kurt Kitty on the
Ooh,
board.
Kurt
That is a
Kitty.
Wild and a cattle.
Hey, Kurt Kitty.
Escobar's like all the space Nazis.
Wild and a cattle. Gets a 1/1 or is a 1/1. Gets a 1/1 if you control mountain. 1/1 if you control plains. So if he would have if he fetches for a Sacred Foundry, that's a 3/3 off the bat.
Right. Well, I hope that your sheet does come with a back on it.
Me too. Me too.
And you gain advantages on checks.
I don't know. I use my eBay gift certificate to buy partially buy the one card I really wanted out of the Mythic box, and that was the Gideon. It's sad because guy I bought it from said he had it in hand, and I just contacted him yesterday. I was like, hey, is this gonna ship anytime soon? And like after I sent that, I was like, oh no, the status went to shipped immediately. It's like you'll be receiving it like
Probably just forgot about
in
it.
a week. Yeah, it's like
That's what was happening. I was telling him about my
thing in the ice, thing in the pants comes down again.
why am I blanking? That stupid 4/4 for 4 artifact from Antiquities.
Oh, the levelers.
No,
Oh.
from Antiquities. That when it goes to the graveyard to get 4 mana.
Suchi.
Suchi, yeah, my Suchi I was telling you about where it took like a month, and the guys that I got lost. Like, I was in a replacement, then he sent me the one that he sent me in the first place,
Yeah.
and that whole debacle.
I'll just send you a replacement Suchi. Oh, you just have Suchis lying around.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I got him like, nope. I'm looking at the card and looking on the picture. I'm like, no, you just sent me the thing. You just never sent it.
Yep.
Oh, you scout.
Yep.
I gave him some neutral feedback.
That'll show him.
Feedback is permanent.
So, I'll get to that later.
Kitty cat, meow.
I know Beth got some.
Yeah.
Beth during the Muses a stint of buying Smurfs from ES Bay. There was one that when she got them they were some of them that were very damaged, some of them that were very scuffed and dirty, and we went back and looked at the pictures and it's like that is some shady ass photography you did. It was like perfect angles to hide the problems on it, and like when she it's like this is some bullshit. So immediate like super negative feedback. It was like Smurfs were damaged, pictures didn't match, shady photography, don't trust this seller. That seller like immediately emailed her. It was like, no, there was no shady photography. It was like, we can make this right. I'll give you a partial refund. It's like, don't give me negative feedback. It's like, it's too late, my friend. Feedback is forever.
That is true.
You
Now,
cannot change your feedback. You used to be able to change your feedback. I believe like in
no,
the Wii days.
you could comment on the feedback. It used to be able that if someone left you negative, you could reply to it and say like, this person is being unreasonable, or they give negative feedback. I reply back saying I gave him a refund, it was taken care of.
Right.
Now they kind of remove that functionality. But as far as feedback, no.
Yeah, feedback is forever.
And that is my greatest source of comedy. Anytime they leave feedback, it's like, well, time to bring up the script for Last Action Hero and find a line to put in here.
Look at elephant.
Yep, that's all the feedback I leave anymore.
Look at elephant.
Or just stuff like that. I can pull some up. I think I can see feedback left for others.
He's like your favorite actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
My profile picture is Space Ghost. Member since 2004.
Ooh. That's early eBay.
Back when you had to send money orders, to send them the money and then hope they shipped it to you.
Right. I don't know how long I've been in eBay. I don't have a profile picture. That's how good I am.
I don't use like there's so many like social like network functions of eBay now. Like you can keep like pictures of your collections and all this other stuff. I just gave myself a profile photo, and that's all I ever did.
I don't even know how to check this stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, there, and then tap.
Ah,
Oh, there you go. Yeah, profile. Member since 2019.
Yeah, that's how.
oh, this is the wrong account.
Oh, there you go. I was like, you're very new, buddy. Yeah, on the app, you can't see feedback left for others. Oh,
There we
now we're
go.
alone.
2003.
Nice. I had one account before that.
Look at that. I got 152 positive feedback.
I would have my biggest beef of eBay is I would have easily like close to 1,000 because I sell stuff and then people don't leave feedback. I really wish feedback. I'm sorry, feedback worked where if you leave if you leave feedback, it doesn't apply until they leave feedback.
Right.
Because man, I would have so many more. Because there's a period I was selling off like a bunch of Monster High dolls and stuff, and
Right.
selling tons and tons of stuff. No, I left feedback. No one ever left anything, and it irks me every time. Oh, is this morphed?
No, they're tokens.
Oh, okay. Silly me.
This is bad. I don't even know how to. AAR. There they are. Key and Peele. That's what he played. When they come in, you get 2 colorless doctors, and then you can
Oh.
sacrifice them to fling damage.
Oh,
But it looks like they died.
throw your drones into people's face.
See, they call them Mom and Dad, whatever you want. I always call them Key and Peele.
I can see that.
You know, they're not together anymore. You know, that now it's because Pia, she went off on her own and you know started making like Oscar nominated movies
Well, one.
and well yeah until what Us or whatever else gets nominated for this year.
Us wasn't as well received as Get Out. I can't judge. I didn't get a chance to see it just yet. I'll probably
Right.
see it when it comes on home video, and by home video I mean like Black Friday at Walmart.
So Bolt to finish it off, and Tyra pulls out game number 2. We got
Woo!
ourselves a good old fashioned match. No blood moons came down, but that's
No.
okay. There's a lot of basic lands floating around, and taking Tyler off of red or putting Tyler into red
Take your time.
isn't always isn't a bad thing. Well, it's a bad thing for you probably because it's not really going to slow him down. Oh my goodness.
You can do it, buddy.
Oh, the hiccups are real. I am done hiccuping. Okay. Teach them. Anyway, but yeah, I will keep you posted on my sheet. If it comes rolled, or maybe if it's like in a big enough tube that it won't be curled too much, because the to be able to cut them, they got to be flat. Because if they're not flat, they're going to be rolled terribly, and you won't get straight cuts. And
Yep.
it's like working with warped.
How do they cut it? Do they just like go through with?
Well, you can. It depends if you're comfortable enough with a X-Acto knife, as long as you get the edges right. I'm probably gonna see if Scott. He does pretty good at cutting. I'll see if he's able to. Go ahead. No, that one doesn't work. Remember, go ahead and use this the dock. Yeah, that thing. All right, we're off to the races. Looks like a step links comes down.
Well, that's gonna be fascinating. Then it's like this. There you got people like, okay, this come from a pack or a sheet. Like, what's going on? He's
Right.
introducing like this thousands and thousands of copies of these in the marketplace.
Yeah. Oh, what we got here?
Pretty
Kyogre
tremendous.
Ground Down and Cresselia reawaken in raids. Oh joy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Steplings getting in. Jacob to 16. Tyler to 19. A single Crack-a-Fetch.
So, a Goofy movie finally came out on Blu-ray
Oh.
through the Disney Movie Club, which is the main reason I kept my membership after joining to get Blackbeard's Ghost for Rachel on Blu-ray,
Okay.
because those are exclusives that you have to be a
So
member of the club to
did-
get.
Did they take a horrible like VHS copy?
No,
and-
this is actually a better than I would expect, because I think they've had an HD widescreen copy for several years that would air on like overseas television and random
Okay.
stuff like that. So that print, it looks nice. It looks way better than a lot of more current Disney Blu-rays where there's so much like digital noise reduction that like the
Right.
colors look like almost watercolory and blurry and a lot of
Right.
stuff. It's actually was really crisp and good looking.
Nice.
But it was one of those cases again where I rewatched, because I hadn't watched the film in several years because I just never wanted to buy a garbage DVD copy of it. And I rewatched it, and that movie has aged like fine wine. It is still such a great movie that I do not understand why Disney buries it like they do. Like,
People react negatively to Pauly Shore.
he's in it for like 2 minutes.
Does it matter? Oh, it's more than 2 minutes.
He's barely in the movie.
Okay.
He's potent.
Huh?
He's potent.
Potent. He is potent.
But everyone like
Snapcaster.
everyone talks about how much they love the movie, this, that, and then Disney just like, yeah, we're putting it on Blu-ray on our movie club. You have to be a member to get it, and it's like after
So terrible.
decades of
Oh.
nothing happening with it. I was happy because I got it, so I'm glad I finally own it, and glorious widescreen, not a garbage
he's
crop
open.
copy.
You should catch this guy. His open version's really hard to find.
Oh, okay. Give me a second here.
Share him. Open version.
He's open for business.
He is open for business, just like West Virginia.
West Virginia and Pennsylvania are just hilarious states to drive through. There are so many like propaganda billboards for the coal industry. It's hilarious. Oh, he's so cute! Oh my god!
So we've got a Kurt Kitty and a Knight of the Reliquary on the board.
Oh Jesus, he's powerful too. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got to bury him and throw yellow balls. He is a bitch to catch, and
Okay,
he
well
runs.
I'm gonna. Nope, I gotta. Okay, I hope I don't goof this then.
Knight of the Reliquary down. She's pretty big. She's pretty big. The land card's in your graveyard, so.
Please don't run. Please don't run. Okay, I used the wrong berry.
Did you nanab him? You threw a banana, didn't you?
Yeah, they're a banana.
Nanab.
Oh, got him instantly.
Kurt Kitty gets in.
Yeah, oh, I'm gonna torture Rachel with this. Like, look what I got and you didn't.
And Key and Peele are back.
Oh, this is a cast form.
Yeah, that's Sunny Day cast form.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Muse.
Can't remember if I
Like
have
it.
a Sunny Day cast form or not.
I like it.
Have you seen the Special Day with Pikachu vinyl figures that Pokemon Center's been making?
Maybe?
I'll show you one. I got Rachel. Rachel bought one. They're making one for every month this year.
Okay.
And Rachel bought one, I think, for March. It is the cutest goddamn thing. I'll
Is
show
it
you
a
what it looks.
leprechaun?
No, no. I think maybe it's for February then. It's they did do a Leprechaun one where it had
Okay.
Pikachu with a pot of gold. Let me catch this stupid cast form real quick.
You catch that stupid cast form. What'd you say, Pikachu a day?
It's like a Special Day with Pikachu, I think is the name of the series.
Ah.
I can't remember if that's the name of the series or not.
Special Day with Pikachu.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yep. So there's that. That was that one. It's called Scroll down. Okay, I would just go to the Pokemon Center page probably.
Yeah, whatever.
A Day with Pikachu is the name of the series.
Day with Pikachu.
Yep, yeah, here it is. So that's the one she got.
Oh.
He's like clutching his little cast form.
Oh. Wait. Why is it sunny day?
Well, clearly he's hoping for it to be a sunnier day.
Hoping for it, but. Oh, so it's just a toy he's clutching?
I think that's what the implied version is. Like he's hoping for it to be better out.
Figure gallery. Probably figure.
Yeah, that's what it is. Pikachu is soaked but holding onto a sunny cast form dong as he
Okay.
hopes for brighter days.
I was gonna say because it's
I get what
it
you're
wouldn't
saying,
be
yeah,
a
yeah.
sunny day cast form.
Yeah, they've done a couple of them so far, but that's like the major one.
That is cute.
Yeah. Oh, and they put up all of in Japan, they did 150 different sitting Pokemon plushes to celebrate for, I think, the last year. They're releasing every month. All of them are on Pokemon Center right now.
Seriously?
Yeah. So if you're looking for a particular Pokemon. Yeah, the Sitting Cutie series, yeah.
Ah! Oh my god! Ah!
Yeah, but if there's they made all I think it's like 100. I think there's one or two missing. I can't remember which ones, but they've made like
Things are happening. We have a Ralzerican playing a Scoo's coming down.
But that was one of those they finally went up because I remember seeing them getting released in Japan.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. But me and Rachel have been going through all of them like, oh, this is terrible because we want to buy like all of them.
Right. Yeah, but there's only. Oh my god, the muck! Oh, the muck! The Gryphon is so cute! Oh, the Rhydon! That's just a bad one. Sunshine?
A Kabutops?
Yeah, that's just not good.
It might look better in a bigger picture.
That Tentacruel's not good either. But, oh my god! This. Ah!
You make sure there's no other Sitting Cuties you want.
Yeah, it's still just a pin set.
Yeah.
That sucks.
There's so much Ludicolo. Like, Rachel loves Ludicolo, and there's been so much stuff because of the movie. It's been tremendous.
That's literally the only thing on their site that's him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's what's great about the Sit and Cutie series. There's tons of plushes of stuff that has just not had anything.
Right.
But they were, like, releasing, like, a handful every month last year in Japan at Japanese Pokemon centers. And then they finally added them to the U.S. site. It's been like, oh, no. I want all of these. Like, I already have a hard enough time with, like, the ginormous, like $1,000 Lapras you can sit on, and, like...
Oh, yeah. My friend's got has a Snorlax beanbag chair.
Yeah, that's one that's come out.
That's a good one.
What's the most... There was a recent one that was ridiculous. I can't remember which Pokemon it was.
So, Jace the Mind Sculptor comes out, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna kill Tyler? Hey, would you poke your head out and ask who won? I'm so bad. Yeah? Yeah?
It's Tyler.
Which one?
Tyler.
Tyler got.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Tyler gets there in 3.
I say that like, where do you want?
I was pretty sure because Tyler had a board state and Jake only had a Jace, but he did get there in 3.
That is a Jace though.
That is a Jace the Derp Sculptor. No captain tonight, so no 8 Karn. Let's see here. Jacob Gonzalez goes down for the 5th time this year. 8-5-1 is his current standings, and good for Tyler. Tyler picks up his first win, 1-0 on Cam. So happy for you, Mr. Tyler. So happy indeed.
I think it was just another like giant Snorlax that came out, but then
Okay.
there's that Lapras.
Oh my
They released
God.
that like a year or two ago.
Wow. Is that like all plush?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
This
think
is
we'd
what
be
I've
able
seen
to
this one
handle
over.
more
This one was
plush.
several years ago. This thing goes
Oh my
for
God.
that thing goes for like several $1,000s now.
Wow.
It's like 4 feet tall.
That the Muse got like a 5-foot Cthulhu.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah,
I've seen that. Yeah,
it's
I know
based-
that one.
Based off the My Little Cthulhu, or C is for Cthulhu people.
Yeah, this is a 47-inch tall Lapras that was exclusive to.
47 inches. That's just shy of 4 feet.
Yep.
That's 1 inch shy of 4 feet. All right. Let's see here. I don't want to get caught with my pants down again. Who do we want to see in the next round? Billy, what deck do you want to see?
What I got available to me?
We've got Rock. No, we've already seen Rock. We got Gruul Monsters. We got No Rhinos. I feel like I'm Rock's bad luck charm right now, so we're not going to have Genjutsu on this time. We got Merfolk.
Ooh, Merfolk. Yeah, Merfolk for sure.
Merfolk?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see if Alex wants to be on.
I would love to see Merfolk on cam.
This one.
Yeah, usually this is the difference of giving you the
Right.
extended zip code or something like that.
Which, for this area, it's a good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, it sends to market heights.
Wow.
Yep. Yay! Now I got my very own baby Onyx.
Hell yeah.
He's so cute!
I'm glad I told you about it. Like, look at Pokemon Center. I'm like, have you seen the Sitting Cutie series?
No!
But it's okay, I got the cutest one.
Is this on?
Yes.
It cannot be.
I'll be right back, guys.
Starfinder.
Yeah, was not here tonight. We had Destiny, so that's the closest approximated.
Just put Destiny's Child in there. You're set.
That guy's cool. I like that. Ah, the old chicken knight. I'm
Yeah.
sad that that he's not bald on top in the middle. Otherwise, it's a perfect monk. Let's get this. Huh?
It's his first day.
It is his first day. He hasn't taken his final vows yet.
Whoa, these guys ignore asteroids when they move. That's really
They're
cool.
miners. Why would they be hit by asteroids?
Oh, that's just really cool. In the X-Wing game, when you have your team on your side, your enemy's team, and there's these asteroid obstacles that you take turns placing around the board, and when you hit them, you take damage on your ships and that type of stuff. So being able to just ignore that is pretty cool.
Everybody gets gifts.
Yeah, a couple of them have some assembly pieces.
It's time to send out the gifts. But anyway, you know, Captain's not here tonight, so we can't have any Karn. So no 8 Karn. So I still don't want to deprive the world of because oh, let's see here. Where did I save it?
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, when the 2 packs on Kickstarter, it was Adventurers and then Townsfolk.
There she is. All right. So as we've said before last Thursday, Karn Liberated is colloquially known as the Karn Father. So
Yeah, I like his big one.
so Karn the Great Creator is obviously the Karn Mommy.
Where's Karn Mommy?
Karn Mommy. So here's the Karn Mommy. I think she came out nice. Post in the comments what you think she should be holding in her left hand, though. We were having a bit of a discussion. Yeah, he showed them to me. They're really neat. But we've got cigarette as an option. I was thinking maybe cell phone, though you couldn't see all of the cell phone, Matt. Yeah. What?
Your picture.
Right. Yes. The rolling pin with the torch. I like it. And I get it. I made that connection too. But no, just go ahead and post in the comments what you think Karn Mommy should be holding in her right hand. I also need to get a couple. I need to get a couple of the planeswalkers and like grasping arts so they can be tugging at the apron. Because yeah. Mommy, I want an artifact. It's like, all right, I'll get you an artifact. What artifact would you like? I want a Mycosynth Lattice. All right, Mommy will get you a Mycosynth Lattice. Karn Mommy also is like a 13-pack a day smoker, so. It's like I had Phyrexian cancer.
It's been real rough.
I got better. You know, I had to have my Spock replaced. Thank goodness they found a Spock donor. Alright.
Here we go.
Did I hear Ricky Ruff and Alex Ho? Holy crappos!
Oh, lordy, lordy.
Ricky Ruff! Oh. Is it Ricky Ruff?
Who?
Ricky Ruff and Alex Ho?
Yeah.
Ricky's on red.
Ricky, you're on red.
Don't need Ricky's name. Let's see here. And Alex Ho.
Are you gonna play Warcraft Classic when it launches in August?
Probably not. I was happy with Burning Crusade when I came in on it, and I have at that time I heard all of the terrible horror stories about what it was before even Burning Crusade came out. And Burning Crusade was not very fun compared to what they fixed. So to go back to original WoW, some people have terrible rose-colored memories.
Many people do, but there are a lot of people in the beta right now that are greatly enjoying themselves. So
Well, I am happy. You know what?
there's Ricky.
Let's rotate. There we go.
That's awesome. Perfect. Nailed it. Well, it is going to be included with your regular monthly subscription, so
Well,
you don't have
good
to
for
pay.
it.
You don't have to pay an extra amount. I will be playing it because I am greatly looking forward to that mess of a game. I think it's gonna be a good time. Oh, I haven't got on to open stuff. Okay, give me a second here.
None excuses.
I will correct my mistake.
We could have been besties like 3 times over by now.
Shh. I'm taking care of it. I'm trying to be better just for you.
Some people just don't want to be lucky friends.
I do with you.
All right, round 3. Rockin' Ricky Ruff versus Alex. Ho!
Oh.
All right, Merfolk versus no rhinos.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely no rhinos.
So, but yeah, the closed beta is happening right now with a level cap of 30, and a lot of Twitch streamers are just playing that nonstop, just like running Scarlet Monastery endlessly.
So, I watch Krendor. I've been watching his machinimas for a while, and I like the guy. He had been doing some of the beta, and one of the episodes that took me by surprise is he was doing Barons, and he was walking around. It's like, oh, who's this guy? Like walks up, it's like Mancrick. You know, it's like I thought he was doing a bit. You know, it's like, who doesn't know Mancrick?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, all right, maybe somebody knows something about this quest. So it's like, let's ask the Barons chat. So he's like, hey Barons, does anybody know anything about this Mancrick's wife? And he was getting like the flaming responses. You know, it's like it was like, one day that question will be asked in sincerity again. And it was like, rest in peace, Mancrick's wife. It's like, what? She's dead? Oh, wait, what? How am I going to find her if she's dead? It's like, he had no idea about Mancrick. It was like, how could you not know about Mancrick? The only thing that I would look forward to doing, and honestly, I might do it just for that, is gonna make myself a Tauren, and I'm going to run to Orgrimmar. I am going to aggro, what's his name? Oh, what is his name? Oh my god, I got Mancrick on the mind. The Tauren,
I know who you're talking about.
The pickpocket.
Yeah.
The target for pickpocketing. It's Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Gammon. Going to aggro Gammon and make him kill me. and I'm going to bring back Gammon's wife. Was my favorite dead PC always in Orgrimmar was just Gammon's wife laying dead outside of the inn. Because Gammon killed his wife, and then it just expanded from there. There was a troll named Gammon's best friend. There was Gammon's son, Gammon's brother, but Gammon's wife. The only one that I did, I have no idea if it caught on. Probably not. Is I made a low-level orc and spawn deathed my way into Stormwind and died on the fountain, and my character's name was I Came in Peace.
Oh, that's a sweet playmat he's got there.
That's a pretty sweet
Sweet
playmat.
Lord of Atlantis.
Good old Lord of Atlantis. Going back to his roots, this is the first deck I remember Alex playing when I started playing Modern here at Titan or Showdown is where it was when it was over on the other side of town, but we don't talk about that. But no, he played Folk all the time, and then he transferred into other decks that ran Aether Vial, and that's the one constant in any Alex Ho deck is the Aether Vial. It's just how it goes. So yeah, what is up with this GPS? That is so crazy. But all right, so we're getting shuffled up. We've got third and final round. Oh look, I'm in the river again.
My favorite thing about the beta so far has been there was a blue the game devs they make blue posts on the forums about like updates. They had to make one the WoW Classic not a bug list of everything that people keep reporting as bugs but are not bugs. Tauren hitboxes and their melee reach is slightly larger than other races.
No, that's right, because they're huge.
Because originally they were before they normalized everything.
Ooh, is orc shoulder pads on there?
Feared players and NPCs run fast.
Yeah.
That was a classic of it. Quest objectives and points of interest are not tracked on the map or mini-map.
Nope.
They would not exist in the time.
Nope.
Creature respawn rates are much slower than in Battle for Azeroth.
Yep.
Quests that are too low level to do not show up as a exclamation point in the game world. That was something that didn't exist in vanilla.
Is this Ricky?
I thought it was.
This looks like Tyler.
Well, then clearly we got goofed.
No, I mean, it's Steplings. Why would Ricky be playing white without playing rhinos? And that is a blue-green. I bet this is Tyler. I don't think this is Ricky. Yeah, this is Tyler. We got rolled. Yep, this is Tyler. Wow, we got rolled hard.
Look at that picture out of there.
It's not Ricky Ruff at all. Dang it, Ricky. You know who I blame? I blame the person in charge of this whole thing for getting mismatched standings. Whoever you are, shame on you, person who I have no idea who is running this tournament.
NPCs which offer multiple quests may inconsistently display them as a dot or an exclamation point on the available quest list.
Yep.
They were inconsistent. They were inconsistent in 1.12, and we've reproduced that exact inconsistency they had back then.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh my god, that is so terrible. Oh, I guess the only... Okay, wait. Do the items you collect from the OG go into your transmog armory?
No, it's a totally separate server.
Worthless.
As far as I know, I don't believe that. The only things that are carrying over from your account that I know right now is if you have a World of Warcraft Collector's Edition on your account, you will get those 3 pets in
Oh,
game. So you will get your Zergling, your little mini Diablo, and your Panda Bear.
And your Panda Bear. I love my
That's the
little
only thing
Panda
I believe
Bear.
that will be affected currently by that.
Well, yeah, because that was OG.
True, but I mean that they are including that.
Okay.
So if you have that on your account, you'll get those in game.
Does give me a chance to get my key ring built up again. I do miss my key
Oh
ring.
man, I totally forgot about key rings.
I
I was
had
talking to Rachel.
13 keys on
I
my ring.
had tons. I had tons of keys. I collected them all the time back then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a key I can get? Yes,
Yeah, I did
yes.
this. Yep, it's same thing. What was the? I was talking to Rachel. We were kind of talking about stuff because I'm like, I can't wait for people to realize they need to download a shot timer as a hunter to know when your auto shots are going off. Because if you use an ability, it will reset your shot timer.
Uh-huh.
Feeding your pet to give it happiness.
Yep.
Capturing pets to get new pet skills. I gotta go to ZG and get a Son of Hakar because I need to get level rank 6 lightning breath.
Oh my god, I forgot about the...
And spell rankings are of course in classic,
Oh
so
my
that's coming back.
I have to spawn I have to spawn the coatl out of 1,000 needles. Because that's how you got like level 4 lightning breath or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
And that one was unique because he spawns in a poof.
You don't get journeyman riding until level 40.
Oh my god, the pets. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter if you like that pet or not. You have to run this pet for this ability.
Well, just to learn it, then you can dump it and then get a different pet you like if it can use that ability. You just have to
Right.
capture the pet to learn the skill to train them in
Right.
it.
Ammunition.
Ammunition.
Ammo stack. Things that stack to 20.
Being a now it's been gone for a while now, but even just being I'm a warrior. I can have a gun, a cross. I can shoot stuff too to pull stuff.
Yep.
People be able to use wands is something
Yeah,
that's been gone for a while.
Oh my
That's gonna
God.
come back.
That was my priest's main single attack because I was a full-on holy priest and I killed things by aggroing it, bubbling myself, and then
You got the weapon skills are gonna be back. I believe
Tyler cannot hold off the Merfolk onslaught and loses game number 1
too
to
many merfolks
Alex.
too powerful. I'm sure there are people with rose tinted glasses that I think are rose tinted for BC and Wrath and not for vanilla that are
Now,
going to be
Wrath, I would love to have a Wrath.
there's people and Blizzard has said that there's a potential if this takes off that they could do classic servers for those expansions.
I mean, I loved BC, but Wrath was where it was like at the height of its awesomeness. They fixed a lot of things, and to me, Wrath is like the high point of everything because you still had ammunition, but everything stacked to 1,000. And like everything, like the stacks went to 100, some stacks went to 1,000. It was just nice.
There's a lot of quality of life.
I believe at that point they took out the raise up the weapon skill.
Weapon skills went
There
away.
was still hit, but there was
Yeah, there
no
was. I
weapon
think it was
skill.
like second or last patch is when they removed it because I remember like it was during Wrath and it was like a couple days before it dropping where it was a couple things I hadn't leveled up because I didn't really
Right.
care like unarmed and a bunch of other things. I was trying to get the achievements before they went away.
Right then, somebody order a knuckle sandwich.
Yep.
That was a very, very boring 3 hours of my life because you had to strip naked. Because if you had any gear on, you would kill them. You go down to Shadow Spray Village with those turtles that were like level 20 to 25. So they weren't strong enough to hurt you, and you weren't overly strong enough to kill them. But you're naked and you're just sitting there punching a turtle for 3 hours until you hit unarmed 400. And you would go through like 9 turtles in that time, but yeah, you were regenerating enough health that they were not killing you, but it was slow enough that it would actually progress. And then, it was like, you hit them for like 10 minutes and then you get like 398. It's like, all right. Oh my god.
See,
I
there's
hate
lots of
weapons.
charming things about
There
Classic.
are charming things that, it's like, I remember when I did that. I don't ever want to do that again.
I think it's been so far removed, and I got to a point where I was kind of done with the current game, where I'm excited to go back and do all that. I'm excited to have, especially because there's no stakes. It's just like I'm doing this
Right.
just for fun at my own pace. If I get into a guild at some point that's doing stuff that's fun, that's great. If not, there's so much you can do just
Right.
by yourself in Classic.
I don't know though. There were some features that I would really like to have, like a looking for group. That would be.
Which is funny
good.
because that's the thing everyone goes to saying that's what killed the game.
Really.
Yeah, everyone always goes to it's either flying or looking for group is what killed Warcraft.
The flying I kind of understand, and I understand why they put it behind a lore keeper wall, but that was super annoying. I think that if you got to max level, you should just be able to fly.
Well,
But you
they
had
kind
to
of
get to max
do it
level.
now. They basically wait till you've really experienced everything in the expansion, then they give you flying as a quality of life thing.
Right.
That's how they've been doing it. Now, I think that's a perfectly fair way to do it.
Right, but I hated doing the lore keeper quest to get it because that's what really turned me off in
Draenor?
In
That's when they introduced it. It was in Draenor.
No, the Draenor one wasn't bad because their
Legion?
natural progression. It was the Legion.
Legion one is the one.
Because it wasn't bad until I got friends in Suramar places.
Oh, that's right. You had such a hard time doing Suramar.
My God, I hated Suramar so much.
I heard from a lot of people that felt that way, which is funny because I loved Suramar. Suramar was such a gorgeous zone and city.
It was beautiful. It's aggravating that you still had to even if you're in disguise, it's like, every other mob is going to detect that you're this.
Uh-huh.
And, me being a squishy mage is like, that demon spotted me. Oh, look, I'm dead. Oh, look, I have to run all the way back to Suramar, get to a place that I can respawn that's out of sight, and, because I got to spawn, go invisible, then put on my disguise, and hope I don't get spotted again.
That was my biggest critique of Legion. Was I don't know why, because in Draenor there was plenty of when you died you get a spectral griffin to fly back
Right.
on to help get back faster. I don't know why in Legion they removed that for so many zones. It was so aggravating.
I don't mind. I didn't mind the zones that level with you. So, okay, so
I'm
we've
trying to
got.
figure out what that is.
I don't know.
I was just looking and trying to figure that out. Okay, there's a Mutavault.
Yeah, that is a Mutavault.
I like how many people are using those look like Invasion Islands.
Oh, I believe these are Invasion Islands.
I'm so because those are the ones I primarily grew up using because
Right.
I was tons of Portal lands, and then about the round time I really started buying stuff was around the Invasion block.
Oh, I always loved the. I ran planes a lot, so my favorite planes
Mirage?
were the Urza side.
Oh, yeah,
planes
the Sarah ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
Sarah
ones are great,
planes,
too.
Those are beautiful.
I just didn't have a
Like,
lot of them
The
growing
little
like
sky islandy planes
that all
Oh,
connect to
yeah.
form something.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I like those as well.
Scooped on turn 3 both games.
What?
Play the control dude out there. He scooped on turn 3 both games.
I didn't.
He's not doing a very good job controlling you,
No.
or his temper. Ho
What'd you
ho!
say?
I said I played against the control guy. He scooped on turn 3 both games. It was dumb.
Well, it's to boggles. I mean, if you can't control the boggle, there's no point in playing.
Well, it didn't help that game 1 he had Glacial Fortress and 2 Field of Ruins. And then game 2 he missed the 3rd land drop.
Whoops.
I'm just like, sorry, man.
Wow. That's rough.
the boggle was just like full of stuff.
Is that a...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Danzy, what's this enchantment?
Do I need to go out there and look?
That almost looks like a Seed of Sanad, but I know it's not.
No, yeah, we don't know what that is.
That's the
You should
spreading
walk-
seas.
you should-
That's not a spreading sea.
It looks
Oh,
like
is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
these are
his
spreading
land.
season. These are the lands that are
Oh,
under spreading
okay, that's why. Okay,
Alex always plays with them on his side. He usually tucks them under the play.
gotcha. Okay, I thought that might be what they are, but he didn't
Okay.
put them on the lands. That's why.
What in the world is that, though?
I guess maybe their sleeves are different. I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird land.
See, that almost looks like a Seed of Sanad, but I know it can't be.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be.
Maybe it's just no hex has text on it.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Well, August 26th or something. That's when Classic launches. I will be there. I'm hoping they announce server names ahead of time so that way we can get everybody and figure out what everyone's gonna roll characters on, so we can all play together.
But yeah. So Alex doesn't have any fishies down, and all right, gotta flash in a Merfolk Trickster or whatever. And path.
More
So-
islands.
So before blockers, so he flashed it in to block, and before blockers were declared, he went down to 4. I think Tyler may have this one, but nothing's over till it's over.
I
You
believe
never count out
in
Alex
the
until
Merfolk.
the end.
The Merfolk can do it.
Let's see here. Does Alex have something to save his bacon? Save his fish sticks. I like fish sticks. Master of Waves. That's going to give him a couple blockers.
You like fish sticks?
Master of Waves. Equal to your devotion of blue. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yep, only 3 of them. Okay. So 3, he is protection from red, and he puts out, as long as he's on the battlefield, 2 1s. So Knight of the Reliquary's got some work to do. Gonna swing in. Neither of them are red. Merfolk Trickster. Merfolk Trickster comes into battlefield, target tap. It loses all abilities until end of turn.
He's coming back. He's coming back. He's got
He is
this.
coming back, and then he blocked. And then gonna play down the Knight of the Reliquary one more time. No, that's not. What is? Oh, it's a Renegade Rallier coming back.
Get a Kurt Kitty back. Top deck and what's he drawing? What's he got?
Renegade Rallier, when he comes into play on Revolt, you get to bring a CMC creature 2 or less back to
Get that
back to
Kurt-
the battlefield.
Get that
So Kurt
Kurt
Kitty is back.
Kitty.
And Alex is gonna Spreading Seas again. Nope. Master of Waves one more time.
Swoosh.
Oh no, Master of the Pearl Trident, because Lord of Atlantis wasn't good enough, so we had to reprint him with
Is
a
it-
different name.
Is that a Master of the Pearl Trident?
Yep. Bam.
Okay.
Never understood why they printed Master of the Pearl Trident, not just Lord of Atlantis.
That wasn't that was that one of the
M13, but-
That was the one where they were like changing things up. Like they made like a new Goblin King in that set, and like a
Oh yeah, like
whole
the
bunch of-
Goblin War Chief and
yeah, it was like that. Gotta make things different. They dumped Grizzly Bear, but then made like a new bear, and it was just like, why are you doing all this? Because like at that point they're like, we have like a certain number of cards in every core set. Got to stop that.
my God, Alex really did come back on this
I
one.
I told him he could do it. I knew he could do it.
Come on, Tyler. I believe in you. Oh, it's not good.
Island Walk.
Come on, bolt.
Stop!
bolt.
Stop it!
Bolt, game 3.
Believe in the Merfolk.
Bolt, game 3. They're all island walk too. That's what's. See, but that's the thing is like, they made like new lords, but they straight up copied
Mm-hmm.
Lord of Atlantis. But the Goblin one was the Goblin Chieftain,
Is a Goblin Chieftain?
I believe. I don't know what a Coblin is.
Well, he makes
but-
shoes. Makes them much better.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah, the Goblin Chieftain, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, in the first strike, that was the
And,
difference.
well, he was out since M10.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like 1-1 and have haste instead of
Mountain
mountain
walk.
walk. He had haste and he still cost 3. It didn't. I'm just saying they didn't copy Goblin King.
It's fair.
They
That's fair. Well, you want to have more options. So you can play Master of Pearl Trident and Lord of Atlantis.
yeah, and there's just so many Merfolk lords. It's right up there with all the zombie lords.
Oof.
That was some bull honky. So they're all.
Island walking.
It's lethal because they're all island walk. Yeah, they all have island walk. So
Came back.
Alex Kane
I
comes back from
believed
the end
in the
and
Merfolks.
sends Tyler back to the negative zone. So he is 1-2 on the year, and I almost forgot. Victory to Alex. Ho! Alex. Ho! Congratulations, Alex, on your wins. That was fantastic. I would say it's good to see the Merfolk back, but Merfolk always scare the hell out of me. Do not like. Because they're just so thick. So thick. Did you live the dream?
No,
No.
but I made the Genjus run back.
You did do what?
I made Genjus run back to Kami.
Oh, poor Rock.
Here's the bad thing. He had Terror Eternal on board.
Right.
He kept hitting me with his 4/4.
Yeah.
And Indestructible, I Bloodbraid into Cinder Vines. I was like, swing everything, and I have Steely Champion, and he blocks the Steely Champion. I'm like, response, sack Cinder Vines, destroy your Terror Eternal.
So mean.
Only reason I got there was because of Cinder Vines.
So mean. So mean. Poor Rock. Rock, don't lose hope. You're gonna get there. You're gonna win.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to play it.
Hey, it's a fun looking deck.
Yeah. I kind of want
His
to.
Genjutsu deck. He just that if he puts a little bit more monetary backing into it, like if he goes for and gets the like the Ink Moth Nexuses, because when you turn an Ink Moth Nexus into V2 Ghazi, yeah, that's some pretty mean things that happen there. Because then you have a 1/1 artifact flyer with 9 counters on it that is a legendary V2 Ghazi. It was like, oh, yeah, go swing for 10 infect in the air. No.
Playing Infect without playing Infect.
Yeah, playing infect without playing infect. I mean, it's dumb. It's dumb that, you know, Awakened V2 Ghazi doesn't have to be on a forest, but it's still dumb. Anyway, Alex got there in 2, or only in 2 tonight. So we saw Chris take on Danzy and get there against Boggles in 3. We then saw Jake lose in 3 to Tyler, and then Alex coming from the depths gets
Yeah.
revenge for Jake.
Yeah, he had some concrete boots he broke out of.
In 2 over Tyler. It was supposed to be Ricky versus Alex, but I'm guessing there was a match debacle, which I completely blame on the guy running this tournament because there's no excuse for that. I have no idea who it is, but whoever it is, whomever he or she may be, it's all your fault. Anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight. Got some good miniatures. I got some good times with Billy.
Yeah, buddy.
Got some good Magic played. We didn't get Ricky Ruff on camera, not playing rhinos, but we got Alex taking the victory. But anyway, 3 matches seems good. I wonder who won. Was that the undefeated match? No.
That was one of the undefeated.
That was one of the undefeated. So
There is another round.
anyway, do you have anything before we get out of here?
Good fight. Good night.
Couldn't said it better yourself. I've been Evil Bob, your resident. Oh my goodness, I got so many things in the way. Get out of here.
Get here.
Get out of here, Lion-O. I've been Evil Bob, your resident head of the box, reminding you that however you choose to live your life, I approve. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Memorial Days. And I'll see you back on Tuesday.